remember. And then I'm gonna give you a little bit of background about each one. I'm gonna start off with this one. This is called the Satanic S or the Satanic Z. This back in the 1970s, and you'll recognize it because the group KISS had adopted this symbol. And what this means is kings in satanic service. What is Satan referred to as in the Bible? He was the lightning bolt. In the book of Luke, it says Satan fell like lightning. They market this. Satanists market this. They put it on toys, on video games, in books, etc. And I don't know if you know this, but Hitler was a big follower of the occult. He also adopted this. This was called the Nazi SS. So when you see lightning bolts on children's clothing, I'm talking about, I've seen it on toddlers' clothing. I've seen it on, infants' clothing. This is a satanic symbol. It refers to Satan in the Bible as he fell like lightning. And it's very clear in the book of Luke. Thank you, Flavia. So this is one. Be aware when you see this, or you see someone that's always has this on keychains or shirts or clothing, maybe they don't know, you can let them know. It's real. Let me see here. This one's going to be a shocker. The symbol on the bottom is not now and never has been the peace symbol, ever. What that is the symbol of the broken cross. It's also considered the crow's foot, which is a spell casting symbol. The reason why this is considered a broken cross is because, and this also is a satanic symbol, because when you are inducted into the Church of Satan, you are given a ceramic cross and you are asked to turn it upside down and then to break the two ends. And this is what it looks like. This is not, I repeat, it is not a peace symbol. This is the symbol of the broken cross or the crow's foot, which is a spell casting symbol. If you see it, don't buy it. Don't hang it up in your house. You're inviting demons in when you do that. Unknowingly, you're inviting demons in. If you've got keychains, if you've got, clothing, I've seen a lot of children's colorful clothing, especially for little girls, with this symbol all over it. Kathy, you didn't know that? Misty, you didn't know? I didn't know either until I saw an ex-priest from the Church of Satan give a presentation on these symbols. This symbol up here at the top is the new symbol for the Church of Satan. I'll show you the old one, but if you see this one, you'd better run. This is the new symbol for the Church of Satan. Now, the ex-priest that I spoke to, or the ex-priest that was given the presentation, he didn't understand fully exactly why they chose this, except that it was a double cross, which he thought maybe it meant double crossing someone. And the infinity symbol means that life goes on, it never ends. And so again, this is the new symbol for the Church of Satan. And this is the symbol of the broken cross or the crow's foot. Do not buy this for your children. Don't buy clothing with this on it. If you have anything in your house that has this, get rid of it, throw it away. Okay, that's one. Let me see what else we have here. I have quite a few. Okay, oh, is this the one? Okay. I'm probably going to ruffle some feathers here with this one. This is a hexagram. It is used in black magic. It never was, it never will be the Star of David. It is not the Star of David. This actually comes from the Jewish magic Kabbalah book. It is a symbol of dark summoning, not the Star of David. When Solomon had a temple built, he used people from Tyre that worshiped the god Baal. And this is the symbol for that god. Not our God, but for their God. Now, this does not mean that the people of Israel are evil, because they've taken this symbol, to represent their country, or, whatever the case. They are deceived. They are deceived. So just keep that in mind. And nowhere, by the way, in the Bible do you see David being instructed by God to come up with a symbol for, to represent Israel. So again, this came from when Solomon had a temple built. He used the people from Tyre to do that, who worshiped the god Baal, B-A-E-L, I believe, which is also another name for the devil. This is the symbol of Baal, not the Star of David. Again, you don't treat anybody differently because they believe that's the Star of David. You just, like I said, a lot of people have been deceived. A lot of people have been deceived. All right, these are two symbols now. This one, I hope you guys you're getting some information from this. Kathy, that's a good question. I don't know, but that definitely is not the Star of David. So, people that are wearing it and are saying that it is a star, it is not. It comes from the Tyre god Baal, which is another name for Satan. And I'm telling you guys this because when you see this stuff, and again, this comes from an ex-priest from the Church of Satan. By the grace of God, he was able to get out, and normally you don't. Once you tell them that you're done or you want to get out, they usually put a contract on your life. So, he was graceful enough to share this information with us to warn people. When you see those and they look inviting, remember, a lot of these things were symbols from our childhood. And why? Because they're inviting. We remember them as children. And then eventually what would happen as adults is we would teach them to our children, right? And it would go on and on. The Church of Satan uses all of these symbols. This top one is the symbol for anarchy. What does that mean? Always against authority. So again, when you see it, be on the lookout. These are satanic symbols. This one on the bottom this is actually the seal of the Illuminati. It's one of them, okay? The outside circle represents the network of the Illuminati, and the inside circle represents the men of the Illuminati. It is a pagan circle that represents feminine spirit power, witchcraft. This comes from witchcraft. You'll see a lot of covens, witches use this symbol. If you see it on somebody's car, don't let your child go with them. This is a satanic symbol. Here's another one. Boy, we see this one all the time. This is called the spiral. We see this on clothing and, books and puzzles for kids and things like that. But actually what it is, this spiral is a symbol, a satanic symbol for the male serpentine spirit of power. It is a two-headed snake for male fertility power. You'll see this is the first snake. This is the head of the first snake. This is the head of the second. This is actually one line. If you see this, once again, it's a satanic symbol. Okay, moving on. Okay, we got Here, this one here, I drew incorrectly. Instead of the star being attached, the star would be like right here. And I'm sure you've seen this because, in fact, I believe I've even seen this on my phone on the little emojis. I'm pretty sure I've seen this as an emoji, but this satanic symbol is a symbol of the high priestess in the Church of Satan. So in each Church of Satan, you know, they're divided across what I want to say the world, but at least for the United States. And there's a high priest and a priestess for each one. If you see this, that person is the high priestess in that particular Church of Satan. You can see a lot of crescents. There's a reason for that too, because the Blessed Mother was referenced as having the moon under her feet. Here are 3 additional symbols. Okay. This symbol here is the symbol for the goddess Diana. The highest god in the Church of Satan is a female god, and this is her symbol. And once again, you've got the crescent. This is also the symbol for the Black Mass. This symbol symbolizes that a sacrifice is about to take place in the Black Mass. This one is a Celtic Druid symbol. There was a 70s rock and roll band, I believe it was called the Blue Oyster Cult, something of that effect, that adopted this symbol as well. This is called the Cross of Confusion. It is a demonic symbol as well. It's called the Cross of Confusion. The hole in the cross symbolizes a hole in Christianity. The bottom of the cross, what this means is that Jesus was put into the grave and never came back up. This is a demonic symbol. When you see these somewhere, if your child is frequenting somebody's house and they've got any one of these symbols, I would not let your child go back to that. If you see that they were given trading cards, I'm not talking about baseball, I'm talking about Pokemon or any of those other Dungeons and Dragons. If you see any of that, take them off of the child and explain to them why. Okay. Oh, I'm going to ruffle some feathers with this one. You guys don't be mad at me because I'm just the messenger. Some of you might already be wearing this. It's a piece of jewelry. Who can tell me what this is? 1969, it was introduced as a piece of jewelry. You guys remember Sarah Coventry jewelry? That is just what it says. Sarah's Coven. It was occult jewelry, and this actually started with Sarah Coventry jewelry. Sarah, I don't know if any of you remember that. A lot of you guys are younger, so I don't know if you remember that, but the Sarah Coventry jewelry was basically it was cursed jewelry. It's jewelry from an occult. And what happens is they put these curses on this jewelry before they sell it. So what they're doing is they're having demonic entities attach themselves to this jewelry, and then they sell it to you and you wear it. Yes, Flavia, that's exactly what this is. The Italian horn. Julian, I think that's another word for it too in Italian as well. This was actually a Celtic symbol. It's the Italian horn. And what happens is when you guys think, oh, it's a symbol of our, of our heritage, a bunch of Italians wear it. The wearer of this, if you're wearing this, what it means is that you are trusting the devil for your finances. I have family members that wear this and won't take it off. This is what it is. If you know if you know that this means that you are trusting the devil for your finances and that this came from, an occult jewelry, why would you wear it? You are basically what you're doing is you're inviting a demon to follow you for all your life as long as you're wearing this. I wouldn't wear it. If you have it, get rid of it. Go turn the gold in, have it melted down, give it away, do something with it, but I wouldn't wear it. I would not wear it. I'm sorry, you guys, but it is the truth. You guys can look it up, why Christians should not wear the Italian horn and what it means. Okay, here we go. Where have we seen this top one? Somebody tell me. We've all seen it. Where have you seen? Kayla, do you know where? Kayla, Gia, have you seen this top picture? Where have you seen it? Take out your dollar bills. You see this on everybody's dollar bill. This is the all-seeing eye. It's on the back of the dollar bill. It's the seal of the Illuminati. The triangle has always been a powerful satanic symbol. It is a spell-casting symbol that represents the three elements of witchcraft: earth, wind, and fire. Hey, wasn't there a music group that was called Earth, Wind, and Fire? Yeah, you see, it was a music group. Earth, wind, and fire are the three elements that are used in spell casting in a witch's coven. Misty, yeah, I believe that. I do. As a pyramid, absolutely. Yeah, in Egypt. Yeah, Cindy, I wouldn't take the chance. You're right, Mrs. Riley. Absolutely, Kathy, you're right. It's on the dollar bill. It's a demonic symbol. How did it get into our monetary system? Why is it in our monetary system? Because when we see these symbols from when we are younger, we think that they're okay because they were part of our childhood. We remember getting money from our aunts and uncles, right? Grandparents, and it was fun. But this symbol was on it every single time, and that child was looking at it. When I tell you it starts early, it starts early. This is an Egyptian symbol called the Ankh. It is the universal symbol of reincarnation. It's worshiping of the sun god. It's almost a mockery of Christ because it's a cross, but at the top it loops around. It never ends. And Jesus did die, and he did rise from the dead. So it's pretty much a mockery of Christ. It's called the Ankh. It's an Egyptian symbol, and it is demonic. That's true, Kathy. They do say money is the root of all evil. Yeah. Right, Julianne. Funny how the dollar bill says, "In God we trust." Let's just say I hope that they keep that on the dollar bill. In God we trust. I hope that stays. Okay, this one, well, here's two on here. This top one is called a Ta cross, T-A-U. It's a Babylonian symbol, but Buddhists and Hindus picked it up as a symbol of good luck. It also makes a mockery of a cross because it is unfinished. You don't want to tell people good luck because it's pretty much almost, it's like a curse. You know, say I wish God's blessings on you, not good luck. We don't believe in that, crap where don't open up an umbrella in your house, or you have to throw salt over your shoulder, or knock on wood. Don't do any of that stuff, because what you're doing is telling God that you don't trust in him. I better knock on wood just in case that something bad doesn't happen. Don't do that. Instead, say, don't worry about it. God got your back. You have a guardian angel. See this? And again, who did this? My great-grandparents did it. Yours probably did it. Then my grandparents, and then my parents, and then it trickles down to us. And then we teach our kids, and it goes on. It starts from when we are little. This here is an inverted cross. This is the biggest blasphemy in the world because it means that Christ did nothing on the cross. That's what it means. Everybody knows an upside down cross is blasphemy. They fly this, it's flown when there's a black mass taking place. There is a flag with an upside down cross on it that is flown during a black mass. Now, if you see this one, you better run for sure. This is the satanic pentagram. In the middle is the figure face of Baphomet, which is Satan. This was the original symbol of the Church of Satan. Remember, I showed you what the new one is. Get that back out for you. This is the old Church of Satan, but still you might see this. Look, I took my daughter to school the other day, and one of the teachers had a witch's symbol on her car. And I told her to stay far away. So the top one, this top symbol is the new symbol in the Church of Satan. This is the old one. This one is Baphomet. It is a 5-pointed star that is inverted. 2 points indicate the break with Christianity. 1 point that's down is indicating descent into hell. It is a goat's head because in the Old Testament, the Bible refers to Satan as the scapegoat, to attach your sins to it. These little symbols around here are Enochian keys. They actually spell out Leviathan, which is the beast in the Bible. This is a big one. Oh, which cross are you referring to, Cindy? The upside down cross? The upside down cross, you're saying, was something to do with St. Francis? Oh, that might be what they want you to believe. Julianne, explain, which one are you guys referring to that was referring to the cross for St. Francis? Are you talking about the Ankh? I'm going to wait for you guys to answer because that's important. Anything that I have showed you is definitely not the cross of St. Francis. If you have any of these in your house or on a piece of jewelry, get rid of it because you are inviting a demon into your life and he does not have to leave. Okay, well, I don't see any other comments coming in, but you guys tell me which cross you're talking about. Which cross? Oh, the Tau cross, the top one? This top one? That is not a cross of St. Francis. That is an unfinished cross. It's a Babylonian symbol that was picked up by Buddhists and Hindus as a symbol of good luck. It's making a mockery of the cross because it's unfinished. Yeah, Rita. I get it, Rita. I get it. This is all important stuff for you guys to look out for so you know what to keep kids away from and who to stay away from and pray for them. Okay, this minus that X in the middle is a symbol of witchcraft. What is that, honey? Excuse me just a minute. No, you can keep that, honey. I don't need it, baby. You can keep that. This is a symbol of witchcraft. It's a 5-pointed star. Now, what they do when witches are in their coven, if they're doing a spell, they will light 5 candles and they'll put it on each point of the star. It's drawn inside a circle and they would stand inside the circle for protection because they're summoning demons now. As if the demons, need a circle to keep away from you. It's deceptive is what it is. It's deceptive. This is the symbol for witchcraft, a 5-pointed star drawn inside a circle. Okay. Now, some things that you might have done or might have been into that are demonic. They are inviting demons into your life. And maybe you didn't know because maybe you were taught that it was okay to do those things. I'm going to go through some of those with you so you'll know. If you were ever involved in tarot card reading, if you were ever involved in reading people's palms, or that crystal ball stuff, or that magic 8, they think they call it the magic 8 ball, where you shake it and you ask it a question and then it answers you, an answer appears, that is demonic. That's demonic. I'm going to tell you why, because in Deuteronomy chapter 18, God very clearly spells out what abominations are to him. What does the Lord say that the abominations are? Divination, fortune telling, astrology. You're charting your destiny on the stars and the planets. That's in the Bible as an abomination to God. And this is Old Testament, so it comes directly from God, not New Testament where Jesus was speaking. Psychic hotline. How big was that you saw it in between every commercial? Dionne Warwick would come on the TV in the psychic hotline, and you could call the 1-800 number and get a psychic reading. You didn't even have to leave the comforts of your own home to have a demonic experience. And you invited the demon right into your life just by making that phone call. Ouija board. Don't have it. Don't let your kids play with it. Don't be in the same room. I have 2 girls in the background, my daughters, and one of them is laughing because she is 13. And if I'm telling you, if she ever is at somebody's house and they pull out a Ouija board, she has been instructed to call me immediately because I will be coming to pick her up. That is not a house where I want my child to be at. Now, if you played with the Ouija board when you were little and you didn't know, or as an adult and you didn't know, go to confession. Confess the sin, because what you did was you spoke to a demon. When you were asking questions or trying to summon Aunt Clara or Uncle Tommy, I promise you it wasn't Aunt Clara and Uncle Tommy that was answering you. They're laughing. It's really, you were actually talking to a demon. Because I guarantee you that for as many people as there are on this earth, you have at least 2 demons that were assigned to you by Satan himself after God assigned you your path that you are to follow. So when you ask a psychic questions or you ask a Ouija board questions, you're asking a demon. And the demon knows because he's been with that person all his or her life. Don't think it's okay to consult a psychic medium or you see all these Long Island, what's that show with that lady, that blonde-haired lady on the TV? Long Island Medium, I think it's called. I'm sorry, you guys can hate all you want, but she's getting her information from a demon, not somebody I would want to consult with. And don't forget, when you do that, when you engage a demon, you are inviting it into your life. This is how depression starts, then suppression, oppression, and before you know it, it turns into possession. If you've done any of these things, you need to confess them. Julianne says, my aunt gave me a board for my 14th birthday. My dad made her take it out of our house immediately. I cried but didn't understand. Julianne, did you learn to understand after a while, or did you not understand until just now? Yeah, and Cindy, I see that about the magic 8 ball. I never had one, but I had friends who had one. And I didn't ask it questions. So, all demonic stuff. Seances. Even if your friend, I used to work someplace and it was a place where we sold insurance, and one of the girls was having a psychic party. And there, we were only 8 girls that did this one particular job, but she invited everybody but me. I was not offended. And she told me that she knew not to invite me because there's no way I would attend. And she was absolutely right. And what's interesting enough is that she knew in her heart, because the Holy Spirit told her, that this was wrong. And not only did she do it for herself, she invited other people to join. So guess what? They all have demons attached to them to this day as a result of engaging with that psychic. Now, I'm sure it was unintentional, but once you realize the havoc that a demon can do on your life, you don't want anything to do with anything that has to do with demons. Nothing. Horoscopes. If you are turning to the newspaper every day and doing the crossword and then looking at the horoscope, you need to stop it. You need to stop it. Stop this Pisces crap or the Taurus crap. And the horoscope is another way that that you can be demonically influenced. Well, Kathy, that blessing with sage is not a blessing. Okay. Unless it's a priest coming into the house from the Catholic Church that has the actual, incense and does the blessing. It's a special blessing from him. This would be like me coming to your house and playing with the Ouija board with you, and then afterwards saying, well, let's just take this holy water and bless ourselves and we'll be okay. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't excuse the sin. It doesn't negate everything that you've just done or the demon that you invited. You invite the demon into your life, it doesn't have to leave now because you asked it to be here. What, baby? Oh, go ahead. So, Kathy, if you're watching that, I would not watch it any longer. I know that those things can pull us in, that they're interesting to watch and see, oh, this person was speaking to my dead mother from, way back. And it had to be her because nobody else knew that. No, I'm telling you, the two demons that were assigned to her from Satan himself all her life that knew her personally, they knew that too. They know that information too. So when a psychic gives information and you think to yourself, it has to be my dead relative because nobody else knew that, that is not true. There are demons that have been around that person all that person's life that know that information too. And that's where every single psychic gets their information from. Every single one. Oh, Julianne, I was just getting to that, dear. I was just getting to that. It's on here somewhere. You're jumping ahead. Just give me a minute. I'm sure I'm going to get to it here. Okay, let's see. We talked about the horoscopes. Don't do any of that horoscope stuff. It's what you're doing is looking and seeing what your future is going to bring you today or tomorrow or in your life. No, listen, if you really are a true die-hard Catholic, you wouldn't even read the fortune inside the fortune cookie at the Chinese restaurant. And I don't. I used to until I realized what it was. That's how this is how easy they put this stuff into your life from a child. You can buy fortune cookies everywhere. And God says in the book of Deuteronomy, it is an abomination. Anything with fortune telling is an abomination. You're inviting the demon into your life and you didn't know it. You didn't know it.